Alright, today we're going to talk about variables and expressions, and more specifically about how to translate verbal expressions. So we're going to skip this part about what you'll learn. We're just going to jump right into it. First thing we have to do is match some vocabulary. So some of this vocabulary may be a review for you and some of it may be new. Algebraic expression. An algebraic expression, let's see, consists of one or more numbers and variables along with one or more arithmetic, operations. So what that means is you can have some numbers, you can have some variables, and you can have some plus, minus, multiply, or divide signs. Okay, but you may not have an equal sign, so there's no equal sign in an expression. Okay, a term. A term is a part of an expression that may be a number, a variable, or the product or quotient of numbers and variables. So for example, something like 3x is a term, or 3 is a term, or x is a term. There just cannot be any plus signs or minus signs. Those are what kind of break up the expression. Okay, so a term is part of an expression. It's like the chunk of an expression. Okay, power. This one should be a review. This indicates the number of times the base is used as a factor. It's also known as an exponent. Power and exponent, same thing. Okay, factors. Factors are, let's see, the quantities being multiplied in an expression involving multiplication. So you guys know what factors are. You learned about those a long time ago. Those are the two pieces that you multiply together. The product is the result of a multiplication. And variables are symbols used to represent unspecific numbers or values in algebra. And you guys learned that one last year. Okay. We're going to skip the vocabulary link. We're going to come over here and we're going to now write out these verbal expressions and we're going to use words. So we have 4x plus 10. There are many, many ways we could write this out. For example, we could write the sum of 4x and 10. Or we could write the product of a number and 4 plus 10. Lots of different ways you could write that out, and there are more than that. Okay, we have a p minus 17. We could write that. P minus 17. Or we could write 17 less than p. The difference of p and 17. Again, lots of different ways to write that out. All right, number 3. This is a division. So we could use the quotient of 3y and 8. We could do 3y divided by 8, 3y over 8. The product of a number and 3 divided by 8. Okay, again, lots of different answers for these. Writing algebraic expressions. A model can be used to aid in translating a verbal expression into an algebraic expression. Write an algebraic expression for the following verbal expression. 12 more than the product of 8 and h. 12 is 12. More than means addition. So more than. Okay, the product of 8 and h. Product means multiply. Okay, so the product of 8 and h. So put this all together. 12 more than the product of 8 and h, so we take the product of 8 and h, and then we take 12 more than that, so we add 12 to it. Okay, when you see that word than, typically these two guys are going to flip-flop places. Just like if you look up at here, 17 less than, so we have the 17 first and then the p. That word than means flip-flop them around. Okay. Helping you remember, a classmate states that 7 less than W translates to 7 minus W. You can correct the classmate by saying it translates to W minus 7. Your classmate responds by saying that's the same thing. Is your classmate correct? Support your answer with examples that either disprove or support your classmates. So I want you to take a minute right now, fill this box in. So you can pause your video, fill that box in, see what you think.